Hi everyone, so I'm back from the Koi Wholesale Battle of the Breeders Part 2. It's Sunday. I've literally been in half an hour. It is Sunday the 29th, 10 to 5. Man U kicked off against Tottenham Hotspur, so just to give you a timestamp there. And I've literally, so I say I've come in, I've just skimmed the top of this main indoor grow pond because it had loads of DOCs on top, and I'll spin you around and show you in a minute. So this is a moment I think most people enjoy and they've been waiting for. If you joined it, there were some cracking fish. I didn't film anything there, and so apologies. I'm a bit shy like that. Because it's an open event but kind of closed, because you've got to be that you've been in the competition or by invite only. So I'm a bit reluctant to sort of film people who are there and stuff. It's quite a private occasion. That's just me. There was a couple of people filming there, but I just enjoyed this for this event. I've enjoyed it for what it is for me as well, and to share the fish in progress in my hands, not so much the event itself. So I've had a really good chat with Ricky Stoddart again today. Yeah, really interesting. I've picked up a little bit of information there as well, a couple of bits of information, and that's what you do. You pick little snippets up which you listen. Sometimes you listen and you don't pick it up. I tend to pick little bits up, tie them all in together, and that's what makes you successful on the whole. So anyway, enough of that jibber jabbering. Let's enough of that waffle. Here we go. There's the foam I've literally skimmed off here, so I'll pan round to this side. There is literally, you see that, that's the 38 cm female Taniguchi golden corn looking for food. The behaviour of these has really changed, but I'm not going to go on about that in this video as much as my eye is catching. Look at that Tancho Sankin out of the Sakai fish farm. Cannot wait to get them out there. So temperature 20.5. These are ambient, so they're 11.5 now. Sunnybank Koi, so a plug here for Sunnybank Koi. They had a vat of sales fish, and in that sales fish was, whoa, Tamasaba. So 25 pounds for that little fella. It's probably about 6 cm. The reason I went for that one is because if you look at it from above, you see the benny was lovely and sharp and red and deep, but what I liked about it is the pattern look. See the dorsal fin at the top, see the white where it comes over to that edge and down that side, look, can you see it, how it cuts in, and then it does the same here, look. So from above in that bowl, look, can you see the white? So when it gets bigger, hopefully, if it stays alive, I think that'll be really interesting. It's a maraschino. Can I get it to focus? Here we go. Look at that, beautiful. So I couldn't resist for £25. It actually says to him when I was talking to him, I said, have you sold any yet? He says no. I says, well, I'm your first idiot then. You can tell people now you've sold some. That's a bit of a laugh. Oh, honestly, when you go to these events and I start getting to know people and talk to them, you can have a right laugh. So yeah, that's a little 2.5 litre bowl. So that's going to get 0.25 millilitres or milligrams of PP, and then it's going to go back in the bag in that amount of water, and it's going to float in here for 20 minutes while I clean the filter out. Oh, the food's off. Look at the difference in them. Look, good behaviour. Look at that. Watch. Get in. Yeah, I've seen a massive difference in behaviour on this one. That's food stock going in now. Look at the Tancho come up then. Next video, why that's happening. I believe why that's happening. I'll show you. Look at the flipping Tamasaba, the patty. Now I've had a chat with somebody today, and they told me a bit of information because I lost my Tamasaba, didn't I? And anyway, I may as well put that in there now. Actually, they said because of the way they feed, like that one now, they can feed too much, and actually it can be a detriment to them. They're that greedy that the feed can overfeed, and it must do something to them internally in the intestines, whatever it is. I didn't get into depth, but they just said two people actually said it, two separate people said it could be because of that, the food, because of the size of the pellet, and also because of the volume of food they actually take. It can actually detriment impact on them. So it just gets you thinking, don't it? But anyway, look at that tancho coming up, absolutely beautiful. Look at the, oh my god. Anyway, I'll keep them feeding. But yeah, it's good to see that. I'm glad that went off. 5 o'clock. Absolutely turned around the feeding behaviour on that. But anyway, so this is the koi we've been waiting for. Let me get the koi, excuse the mess, this is a mess with the boxes and that, because I'm going to. So this is what it was like in May. This was the koi in May, 19 cm, and this is it now. Was it June? Was it early June? I can't remember. No, it's 2023. I thought it was May, June anyway of this year. So it's been June, July, August, September, October. So we're looking like 5 months in, and if I'm honest with you, it's been a right laugh with these fish because people haven't been able to pick their fish out, because they're looking at this trying to pick out what they think it's going to be like. Because when you look at that, if you look at the underlying under there, the bluiness to it, you just think it's going to be like really dark, going to come out and black fishing all on the head. And look at the side on the left hand side, look at the Motoguru, so the sumi in the fins there, look how big it looks. Right, you ready? Hope you don't jump out, it's not been sedated or anything. There it is. Ah, I am chuffed. Look at the fins, look at that Motoguru and them fins now, them two lovely dark. And it's coming in that second ray, look. Coming in at the side, at the top. Lovely body shape, look. Look at that. So it's still got the bluish grey underneath. But I had a chat with Ricky at the end about this, and he says what can happen is as the Shiro, the white, thickens, it takes away what you think is underneath. So actually it can come up whiter. So with a bit of luck, that's what it will do. So would that have picked out with one side by side? It took some doing, but now I see it. Now as soon as you spot it, you spot it. But yeah, I'm really pleased with that. I love the pattern on the sides, on the evenness here. Now if this can come up and maybe join or come down the back here and thicken up, who knows, who knows. But what a fish, what a fish. And I have had a look, and I'll try and do it with one hand, but I think it may be a male, I mean a female. I think it may be a female. Powerful fish, I mean you just seen it then. So, but the water is about 11.5 degrees, so this has got to acclimatise 10 degrees higher, which, you know, be careful with the stress. But look at that. Nice to get it up and touch it and see it. Look at the sides, look, the sumi, which may come up, it may not come up. Same on this side, look. Look power in that fish. Look at the head. Look at the height in that body as well. Got a lovely height to it. But an absolute lovely fish. And there it is. The DK line Shiro Utsuri from NND. Absolutely over the moon with it. It's been an absolute fabulous event. So again, thanks to Ricky. I got it through JPN Koi, via JPN Koi from Chris Wall. Sunnybank Koi was involved in the event as well. And yeah, I'm going to get what I need to do with this now, so I don't stress it out too much, because they're getting some reddening on it. So I'm going to leave it to it, get acclimatised. But look at that. Look at them pecs. Absolutely beautiful. Will it come on the head? Who knows? Who knows? And almost every fish that we was looking at, people was like that, guessing at it, honestly. It's been really interesting to follow, and this will be really interesting in the future. One to follow in the future. But yeah, look, it's absolutely whiter than I thought it ever would be. You know, I was thinking there, it is a risk taker. Look at all that when it was young, only at 19 cm. This looks about 20, in between 25, I reckon about 27 cm that looks. So it may have grown 8 centimeters. Now what Ricky did do, there was about 3 fish in there. So these haven't been really grown on and hammered with a load of growth food or anything like that. He didn't nail them, but so he's kept it, because what he's got is a Nexus, and I think he said a Nexus with 50 litres of K1 in there, in that. So obviously, and it says that has consumed and coped with more food than he thought he would do. So I think they've been fed about 3, they've been a measured amount to the body weight into it, but they haven't really been pushed for growth. So I think he said to me, I was a bit worried that people wouldn't see those, expecting 45, 50 cm fish and things like that. So actually he had a few of them from the same batch, exactly the same batch, which have been in another pond with no eat at all, and they was literally half the size of that. There was probably still probably 19 cm. They've hardly grown, so it just shows you if you can get them a bit of warmth. And I don't think these have had massive amounts of warmth and growth food or anything like that, but it just shows you that look how that's transitioned from 19 cm to, well, I'll measure it, but and I'll tell us at the end. I'll be back once I've got them a bit more settled, because I don't want to spook them too much. So there we go, absolute cracking day. I've had pizza, met some great people, met Craig, Ray, and their other half, and Dave, the Dave, who goes on WhatsApp on the JPN Koi, and he's always in competition with him buying koi and stuff. Great meeting Dave, shook his hand, and I can tell why he wins all the koi, because he had a shake hand like he had a handshake like Iron Man. So, so I had a bit of a laugh. Just a cracking day, just a cracking day. It's nice to get out, meet people. Had a chat with Satch and Chris and Neil at Sunnybank and his son, and yeah, just a cracking day all round. So thanks guys for that, really appreciate it, really enjoyed it, and I think the next event I'll probably do again, depends what it is. But yeah, brilliant, thanks a lot. I'll be back when getting these in the pond. So, woo! Tell you what, right, filter's been cleaned out, so while they were acclimatising in the bag of water, they're now in there, they're acclimatised to that water temperature now, so they are in there. I've just measured that one up, but just turned everything back on after the filter clean. These brushes, honestly, I know people are probably not thinking, what have you done? But mega, absolutely mega. I'm over the moon with that. Moving bed. So what I've done, the water's dropped, look, but I'm not going to top it up because it's quite cold today, and the water is obviously the ambient temperature of the water coming in is going to be quite cold. I don't want to drop it because the air source heat pump mini one is not on yet. It's at 20.5 now, so the temperature's starting to go down. I've got my pond detox formula on the ready. It's there, so I've done that to 2 tablespoons. It's a tablespoon per 1,000 gallons. This is 1,000 gallons, and I've done a double dose, so I'm going to double dose it. I've got some PSB on the go, some homemade PSB on the go, so I'll add some of that in as well. And as you can see, the DOCs have dropped off of it. Now what I did notice, I PP dipped them both, so they both had a 3-minute PP dip, 0.1 milligram. In fact, I'm not going to tell you. No, don't go there, Keith. I PP dipped them anyway, 3 minutes only, and they're looking okay still a bit stressed, look, with the journey home, but what do we expect? There it is. So we'll have one last look before it goes in and vanishes. I've measured it and it was about 20, I'd say about 28, 29 cm. It was touching around about in here, but it's quite a strong fish, so I didn't really hold it tight or anything, so, and I didn't hold it right against, so I weren't like sure. So it's about 28, 29. So let's get the benefit of the doubt. 19 cm it was here, so it's done. It's put on 10 cm. Put on about 10 cm. So that's not done bad. So yeah, 9, 10 cm. So there you go, Ricky. I don't know if you measured them before, but that's what it's done. I've measured it 28, 29 cm, so it's it was 19 cm. So there you go. So that's what that's achieved given those conditions. So right, so that's where now it's getting dark, so I'm going to wrap up, get everything done, have a check, make sure net's on tight, because you've got new fish in there, you never know. So I'll make sure the net is nicely tucked in, do a final check of my valves and stuff, make sure there's no dramas, and then when I've done looking at the fish and stuff like that, the pond detox is going to go in because it'll go a little bit cloudy. And there we go. So what do you reckon to that one then, guys? Give a thumbs up if you've liked that one, please. If you're not already a subscriber, please hit the subscription bell. If you're a subscriber, many thanks for your support, many thanks for the chats, many thanks for watching. Lovely, that looks lovely, don't it? So yeah, that will be interesting. I am a bit nervous because I think I've mentioned on the previous videos, about 5 years ago I bought 2 Tosai Shiros, and one went downhill after a few months, and after about 6 or 9 months the other one did. And then I got one off Gatwick Koi about a year or so ago when I got a couple of these, and that one died within 6 weeks. So I don't know, something about Shiros that yeah, I've never done that well with for some reason. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I'd be gutted if I lost this one. But anyway, let's not go there. Let's touch some wood quick. Let's have happy growing. I always wish them well when I put them in. I know it sounds a bit daft and a bit silly, but I always wish them well when I put them in. Grow well. Tell them to grow well and things like that. It's a bit weird, I know, but and then, so thanks for that. Look at the fish. You know, if you ever sort of had a discussion about this today, and I'm digressing now, so like with these biobacters and stuff like that, you put them in, you think, oh yeah, look at the instant reaction that the koi are having. Well, look at the koi. Look at them. They're going over there. The activity's changed. Why? Well, that's simply changed because I've turned the filters back on. They're probably getting a bit of algae going through, a bit of drop off of stuff, crapping, whatever, and it just excites them. I've always noticed that when you clean your filter out or when you get the pond hoover out, they love it. They absolutely love it. They love disturbance. I mean, you think if these are in mud ponds or wild koi carp, or not wild koi carp, but wild carp, what are they doing with them noses? What are them mouths and noses designed for? And big mouths, grabbers, sucking at the silt and stuff in the bottom of ponds and rivers or whatever. Mainly in lakes, aren't they, in this country? But that's what they're designed for, sucking away at it and popping it in the mouth, and then when they feel something, if they want it, they'll have it. If they don't, they spit it out. And that's what they've been doing now. They're excited. Some action is coming. When I put that in, you just, you know, they just get active. So, moral of the story with that one, be a bit careful when you do buy products and use them. Don't react straight away that it's the product, because it could be all growing. It could be something else. Have a rounded view on it. So anyway, many thanks JP and Koi, many thanks Ricky at Koi Wholesale, many thanks Neil and Rick at Sunnybank Koi and the lads there, many thanks everyone for the chats today, many thanks to the pizza company, and the coffees and the tea from Koi Wholesale. Fabulous. So let's wish them well. Tamasaba's going in first. Look at that. Awesome. This is my last Tamasaba now. And definitely no more. So let's wish it well. Grow well. Let's have a look at this one. Get this in. Grow well, have a happy life. Away it goes. Here we go. So you can see where they are. There's the Shiro. Tamasaba down there, I think. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.